Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy MG Nas, and I'm back again with my second ever UFC predictions video. And today, we got UFC 252. So if y'all like this type of content, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and comment, all of that. Make sure you share it out to your family, friends, and sports fans, MMA fans around the world. As we are on the road to 100 subscribers, we are currently at 82. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe and hit that share. So we got UFC 252, probably one of the biggest fights in UFC history, probably since Jones and Cormier or McGregor could be. Like, this is one of the biggest fights. This is up there with those fights as far as how big it means to the UFC and legacy and how much is on the line. We got one of the biggest cards. We got Daniel Cormier versus Stipe Miocic 3, the trilogy, and it's here. But we have a pretty lit card other than these two fighters. So let's just start off with the first fight on the card. We got Dodson versus Marab. Nevali. So let me know if I spelled that name wrong. I probably did pronounce it wrong, but I have John Dodson winning this one. I believe he has the better record. I don't know much about these two fighters, but I'm gonna go record, and I'm gonna go with this one. And then next we have the brother of UFC, welterweight contender Gilbert Burns. We have his brother Herbert Burns in the second fight of the night, or on the main card. We have Herbert Burns versus Daniel Pinera. I'm gonna have Herbert Burns winning. Um, I don't really know much about the other fighter. Herbert Burns. I know he's. I've watched one of his fights. He's a pretty good wrestler, like his brother, and he does have a better record now. Daniel Pineda does have more experience, but I'll take youth over experience. Then we got another good. We had believe both of these heavyweights are in the top 10. We have Junior Dos Santos versus Jairzinho Rosenstruck. So, I know Junior Dos Santos. He's pretty experienced in the heavyweight and the UFC. He's a pretty experienced fighter, and he's going against Rosenstruck. Rosenstruck, his last fight was a knockout loss to Francis Ngannou at UFC 249. So he looks to come back and get a win versus Junior Dos Santos. But I think I'm gonna go with JDS right here. I'm gonna go with the experience, and I think Rosenstruck does need this one to avenge his loss, but I'm gonna go with Junior Dos Santos to win this one. And then we got the co-main event. We got the Sugar Show. Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Cheeto Vera. This is an interesting fight right here. Sean O'Malley coming off of a win against Eddie Wineland, a knockout win. So he jumped right back into it. He got a fight at 252, on the co-main of this trilogy. And this is an interesting fight. I know Lil Wayne said this the other day. Sean O'Malley has had real fights, but this is a real fight for the Sugar Show right here. And if he wins this one, really can he really can start making his way and make a case to start getting those top 10 fights. I mean, this is a really big fight for the Sugar Show right here. Sean O'Malley, he's just a rising superstar. Like, when you look at Sean O'Malley, you look at you just see the superstar potential in him. You look at him and you see that he is gonna be a champion one day. We got the fight with him and Cody Garbrandt. It's gonna happen. It's good. It just has to. And but he can't look past this fight. We got Marlon Cheeto Vera. Who's another good fighter. I believe he is ranked also. So, but I think Sean O'Malley. I think he's gonna come out. He's gonna have another impressive win versus Marlon Vera. And then the man, this is it, man. This is the trilogy. This is it. This is like I said, one of the biggest fights in heavyweight history. You have Daniel Cormier, who just one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, and he has that knockout power. You've seen it in the first fight with Stipe Miocic, and then you got Stipe, which he's just all around just good. He can wrestle, he can strike, he can do it all, man. And this fight right here, it really determines who is the heavyweight GOAT, who is the greatest heavyweight to step on this earth in UFC history. This is it, man. And both of these fighters coming into this fight thinking that they're the greatest, and they that the fact that they get to prove it, I think we're gonna get a good fight. Now, this is how I see this fight going. We can either get a 5 round Daniel Cormier wrestling fight, or we can get a third round exit, or we can get an early round knockout exit. I say third round exit, and I say that because the last two fights ended in a knockout, and I can really see these guys putting on a show and going on a war. I don't think this is gonna be a 5 round wrestling fight. I think this is gonna be a war. I think this fight can end very quickly. It can end in the first 2 rounds, but I think it's gonna end in the third round. And man, it's really hard to choose this fight. Stipe is my favorite heavyweight of all time, and then DC, I have major respect for DC and what he's done for the game, and it's hard because DC is coming in with a lot of confidence. DC is coming in and he wants to retire on top. He wants to retire a champion. I know they say the rumors of DC wins, they're gonna make him fight Jones for a trilogy. I mean, yeah, that can happen, but it looks like DC wants to come into this fight and retire a champion. But I'm gonna have to go with my guy, my favorite heavyweight, one of my favorite fighters ever. I'm gonna go with Stipe in a third round knockout. And I think this is gonna be a war. I think they're gonna stand up for a while. I think if this fight can end very quickly, if Daniel Cormier doesn't find out how he can stop Stipe for attacking that body, because that would really turn the fight around. In the last fight was Stipe going after that body, was Stipe attacking the body and tiring DC out, and eventually getting the knockout. So this is a big fight, man. This is a big fight for UFC history, for UFC fans, and man, you really got this is like one of the best fights anybody will see and in a while, man. And like I said, I'm gonna go with Stipe because I think this is gonna be a stand up war. And if Daniel Cormier, if he doesn't find out how to stop Stipe from attacking that body, I think it's gonna be a similar result to last time. Now you can argue last fight that Cormier, his first round, that he did win it, and rightfully so he did. But like I said, that body, when Stipe bought that body, when he found that weak spot, he just kept punching at it, and it was amazing, man. So I got Stipe third round knockout in the trilogy fight. Herb Dean is gonna have to wave his hand goodbye, get him off, pull him off. I just think this is how this fight is gonna end. Stipe, he remains the UFC welterweight. I said welterweight. The UFC heavyweight champion, and Stipe, he becomes the greatest heavyweight of all time. And then I think Stipe will eventually retire, and who knows next? Ngannou for heavyweight champ? Who knows? But man, I enjoy making this video, so make sure you like the video, comment, subscribe. Who do y'all think is gonna be Who do y'all think is gonna be the heavyweight champion? Who do y'all got for the other fights on the card too? I know we got O'Malley on this card. We got Burns' brother. We got the JDS and Rosenstruck fight. So we still got some other good fights on this card. So make sure y'all let me know what y'all predictions are for this card. And thanks for watching this video. Like I said, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe because we got some football content, basketball content, some live streams on the way. So I would much appreciate if you subscribe and go tell people about me. We're on the road to 100 subscribers. We currently at 82. Hashtag phone gang. It's your boy MG Nas, and it's been a pleasure for making this video, and I'm out. Peace.